And today's standard is to define database terminology, create a database. The objective is by the end of the period, the student will be able to create a database, a table, fields, and rows. When you first start with Access, the first thing you need to do is click on Start, go to Programs, find your Microsoft Office folder, and then select Microsoft Office 2007, Access 2007. This is going to open up Access, and it's going to give you a couple of different options. We are creating a blank database, so we're going to click on Blank Database. Now, as we are creating a particular blank database, we're going to go ahead and click on Database 2, because this is a different database that we're creating, and we're going to name it, give it a name, and the name is going to be Birthday Gifts, just like that. You want to make sure you save this in a folder. Make sure it's in My Documents. If you have not already created a folder in My Documents, you'll click on Create New Folder, give it your last name, comma space, your first name, and then click on OK. You'll then create your database in your folder and say OK. Now see here we have our folder and our birthday gifts name, and we're going to click on Create. So it'll go ahead and open up a new database. Now at this point, this database does not have any objects in it. It has this table which we need to go ahead and create and save. The first thing we're going to want to do is we're going to want to go ahead and give it some fields. We need to double click where it says Add New Field, double click on that, and we're going to give it a name, and that name is going to be Name. And then we'll click on Tab. Okay. We'll click on name and type in H, tab, birthday, tab, friend or foe, tab, and then gift. Now just to kind of get an idea what each one of these fields are for, name is the name of the person for whom you will need to buy a gift. Age is how old they are. Birthday is what their birthday is going to be, and you only want to do day and month. You don't need to do year. Now, friend or foe is whether or not you get along with that person. For instance, you may not like your brother, but you're kind of required to love him. So you're going to put there whether or not you actually like him. Do you want to put up with him? Do you deal with him? The gift is going to be what gift you want to get. And remember, if you like somebody, you're going to get them something you really like, something they really want. And if you don't like them, you may not get them the best gift in the world. All right, once you do that, you're then going to want to populate your database with some records. A database is useless if it doesn't have any records in it. So we're going to go ahead and populate this database with some records. The first person we're going to put in there is Becca. Her age is 31. Her birthday is May 1st. Her whether she's a friend or foe, we don't get along all that well, so I'm going to put foe. Gift, I'm going to buy her shoes. Alright, then you hit tab again and it's going to give you a new record. Now notice that we started on 6 for our auto number, and that'll happen. Sometimes you'll start at 1, sometimes you'll start at 6. Don't worry about it. Just go ahead and just keep going. Next we're going to have Katie, and she's 7, and her birthday is November 12th. Friend or foe, she's a friend. She's somebody I really love. And then I'm going to get her a Barbie. I've now populated my database with a couple of extra records, different people, Becca, Katie, Wesley, Mariah, Jimbo. At this point, you then want to add 6 records of your own. So you're going to go ahead and you're going to click on the tab key, and then you'll add your own records here however you see fit. So I'm just going to add one more, Harley, who is 4. Her birthday is February 6th. She is a friend, and I'm going to get her a, let's see, what am I going to give her? I'll just go ahead and get her a Leapster Explorer too. Explorer as well. Alright, now notice that my gift field is not wide enough for the 2 Leapster Explorers. So what you do is, in order to widen it, just like you would in Excel, you get the double-headed arrow just like that, and you double click and it widens it wide enough to accept the widest gift that is listed there. Now notice that here on the in the this is your record selectors right here, or you can call them record headers, but they're actually called selectors. In order to show you where your next new record is going to go, you see an asterisk right there that just says, hey, this is where you can add a new record at. Now you'll need to save this table. If you don't save the table, then when you close it, it's going to give you an error there, and if you say no, it'll go away. All your work will be for nothing. So make sure you click on the Save button up here in your Quick Access toolbar. Give it the name Gift List. This is your gift list. These are the gifts you're going to buy for your friends and family. So you're going to name it Gift List. And you're going to click on OK. Now, say there's a record up here that you don't want. Say Jimbo, you're not going to buy him a gift after all because you really don't like him too much and he's just a friend. In order to get rid of it, you can right click on it and select Delete Record. Or so you're going to right click and you're going to click on Delete Record and it'll go away. It'll say you're about to delete one record. That's fine. Say yes. The other problem is when you are inputting the data, Katie's birthday is not actually November 12th. So what you're going to do, you can either click on the calendar and you can go in and change it to December by clicking on the calendar, and it's actually December 2nd, or you can just type it in there. That works too, just by highlighting it and typing in December 2nd. Either way works just fine. Notice that I'm sitting on what is called ID 7, but this is actually the second of 5th records. That's an easy way to move around within your database, within your data table, is to use the arrows down here. And that just tells you what records you're sitting in. So that is how you edit your records and delete records and enter records. And this is how you create fields. And you can create a new field if you feel like you need to. But at this point, we are done with this assignment. You can go ahead and save it and close it, and you are done.